Every time I play that, it sounds so smooth. I love my intro. Welcome to Commission Review. Now you know I love to be on camera, lashes, but your girl last night was vlogging and recording. It was late. When I walked in the backyard and wasn't paying attention, and I fell. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm leaving it there. I'm so irritated with myself. I don't know what to do. I'm doing too much. Working, I had like 3 jobs, and I'm just doing too much. It's whatever. I got a vacation in like a week. I relaxed then. But anyway, I got somebody in the background, and he is the king. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you check out his IG, please. Cinco's in the building. What's going on? Yes.
What's going on? What up? What
Oh,
up?
I said I'm very transparent with my people. They know they always see me lash up and on and everything popping, but baby,
No, I
it was
seen
a
I
hit.
seen the recent episode too. I'm like, okay, she finished. She get
All right. It was, but see, I failed. And so I'm uncomfortable. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it. So
right.
I messed up my leg a little bit, and I realized how old I am. I was like, you fall when you were younger. You could fall. You good, but like
Yeah,
an hour.
you good.
Yeah, not now. Anyway, how you doing? And welcome to my channel.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that intro was dope. I
For
was like,
real.
hold on. Yeah. That joint was a vibe. Okay, hold on. Let's get it.
Because that's what it is over here, man. It's always a vibe. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
that's real talk.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So anyway, welcome to my channel. Like I said, I appreciate you coming in. Really happy to see you. You are a really handsome man. I had to say it. People would kill me if I didn't, but I'm pretty sure you
Thank
hear that all the
you.
time.
I
Cause you all
appreciate
kind of problem in the house, but you know. So anyway,
you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
coming from Love Island, which is a reality show, obviously, but did you prepare for the Challenge USA going on? Did you actually prepare for it? Because people say they did, people say they didn't know what to expect. What was
Yeah.
your experience?
I mean, you know me. I'm personal trainer background and all that, so I'm working
100%.
out almost every day. Um, the only thing I really like, I feel like I had to change up was like just getting in that water and make sure I was swimming. I think a lot of the people should have did that too, but that's the only thing I really changed up about preparing. I mean, I feel like I just trained to be always prepared for anything anyway. So
Right.
yeah, that was the only thing I really prepared for, just getting in the water and swimming. And maybe I should have prepared a little bit more on that side too, but it's all
Mm,
good. Yeah.
mm. Well. Speaking of the challenges, how hard it is, do you think people watching it at home, including yourself, is it harder than it looks on TV?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's easy for everybody to, you know what I'm saying, coach from the couch coaches, you know what I'm saying, anything they can do, anything they see and all that stuff, and they can talk about what they'll do if they ever do this. And I feel like people don't realize that in the moment too, like it's not you sit there and plan for it, you watch it and you like commercial time, you're like, oh, I'll do this and that. But in the moment and fast reaction, it's a lot different. So
Wow.
a lot of people just kind of underestimate thinking that they can watch it on TV and say that they can do something, but it's different being out there. So,
So, a couple questions I want to ask you about. Do you think that having cachet there kind of messed your game up?
um, a little bit, yeah, I think so. I think socially it kind of messed my game up. A lot of the girls there, they're just kind of even. scared to talk to me at all just because of that. You know what I'm saying? That interaction, I guess, because of the drama they didn't want to get into, which I totally understand. I'd be the same way, but
Right.
yeah, having her there kind of messed up the social game between like trying to have like conversation with girls, alliance wise, and all that stuff because nobody really wanted to get into that drama or be like a part of anything that we had going on. So
Because talking to the girls or it's part of the social game about getting to the coin, getting to the end, and you have to partner with people, so you have to have some kind of rapport with them. So that
exactly.
had to have been difficult. So
No, yeah.
now, with Tiffany and with her going home, do you feel some responsibility for that? Any of that?
You know what? Honestly, I definitely did. I
Oh
really did.
wow.
I even told Tiffany about that. I was like, yo, like if I knew like the reaction that the girls had would have on you, like just even be associated with me and talking to me, and obviously some of that came from uh, her status and reputation too. Somebody
Hmm.
throw a bug on.
Right.
But yeah, people know like yo, Tiffany's a great player and Big Brother. Her in the cookout and her alliance there, and how much of a strategist she is, and how much of a social player she is. And I guess people were into about that also, but I guess being cool with me at the time too wasn't the best addition onto that. So I did feel like a little responsible for that.
Wow,
But
that's messed up. Cause so did you know that was going on with her being eliminated that day? Did you know? Did you get wind of it? Were you able to warn her? Or was you blindsided as well with everything?
no, I was blindsided as well. I didn't even get a chance to warn her. She was kind of like in her head all day. So I was like, yo, why would she be feeling that way? Because I didn't really think that she was gonna go down there. So I was like, yo, like she'll be fine. I knew there was Cash that really wasn't a big fan of her in there. Because I was partnered with her that week, so she already
Yeah.
expressed her feelings about it. And then that was really about it. But I'm like, yo, Cash didn't win. I think Justine was uh, the winner of that individual week. I think it was Justine and Tyson.
Hmm.
So I was like, oh, I think she'll be fine. I thought Tyson and Tiffany had a good relationship, so I was like, yo, like everything will be fine. I thought there was another option that they would go with. So seeing them going in there, Tiffany and Cashel, I was just like, yeah, that doesn't really make sense, especially when a Love Island player was in the winner's seat then, and then they put Love Island Cashel into
Yeah.
elimination. It's kind of weird. So.
Okay? So you and Tiffany, did y'all have a prior friendship before coming into the house?
Yeah, yeah, we did. So me and Tiff, we met in DC. You know, I live in Northern Virginia, like right close to DC. And Ozza had an event out here in DC. Came to support. That was actually my first time meeting everybody. First time meeting Ozza.
Oh
Met
wow. Okay.
Brittany from
Cool.
Survivor. I met Tiffany. I met a couple people that night, and so we out hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Being ratchet, having fun out in DC. And,
Right.
feel me? So yeah, no, that was my first time meeting her, meeting all of them. Yeah, from there we're just cool. Tiffany's real good people, honestly. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
So
love some Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany
definitely,
is super cool. Yes, she is.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I don't know. Did you know they were going to be on the show? Her or Cache? Did you have any idea?
So Cache, I did it until about a week before I got on the show. I was like, yeah. When I talked to her about it, we were still together at that point. I was like a couple months back, and she was like, yeah, I didn't know that if I was gonna do it, blah blah blah. Because of like her
Yeah.
knees are bad and she couldn't really swim and she had to get in shape and all that stuff. I'm just like, hey, look, they call me, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm there.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, she got the call before me. So when we broke up, I didn't talk to her about it since then. Well, since before then. And so, like week before, we're about to get our flight plans and go out and whatever. And the Love Island cast members, we had made like a group chat of who could be going, and she was in the group chat. And I was like, okay, well, I guess she's going now. So that's how I found out she might be going. That was a week before.
Did you have any second thoughts about it, even though she was going, or you just was like, "I'm just gonna do it. It's whatever."
Oh no, not at all. This is something I really wanted to do. So I was
Oh
like, hey,
wow.
if she's
Right.
there or not, like I'm still going to have fun. I'm still about to go win this money, and I'm there to go compete.
I know the finale just came on, and the last one it was crazy. Being only two people made it, and Sarah who was like who only won one in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, do you think looking at it like, damn, I could have did that?
Oh man. I really just the competitive spirit in me. I'm just like, yo, like if I was still there, I definitely think that I would have been able to finish easily. I mean, well, not
Mm,
easily, but
right.
I definitely think that I would have been able to do all those things. And it just sucks because I'm sitting there, I'm just like, damn, like, I should have been there. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, yo, they got lucky for all these eliminations, these challenges. I wasn't there, and I'm just like, I'm antsy, and it was fun watching, but I know it would have been fun actually doing it too. I love challenging myself. I love like competing against other people, and I'm just like, yo, those were something those are the challenges that I was like watching the challenge growing up and watching the old challenges. Those are the ones that were more similar to what I'm used to watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More physical, um, more endurance based. You know what I mean? More multifaceted. You got to swim and run and carry and lift and you know what I mean? And puzzle. Like those are the challenges that I was like looking forward to. And so being that I missed them, I was like, damn. And then I'm looking at them like, yo, I definitely could have shook the game up a little bit if I would have stayed.
Especially seeing Sarah because she she wasn't winning anything. She struggled through the whole thing, and when she got there, she was like, "I must be last place." And to kind of find out you're a champion with them, I know they had to be like, "Man."
Yeah,
So
no, that's dope.
when you was
That's dope.
competing, when you was competing with Ozza and everybody at the time, everybody was wanted a particular partner because they wanted to win. Being that it was not your, that you didn't choose it, that you was with Ozza, did you? And I'm not trying to be like shady on somebody as far as game wise. Would you wish you would have picked to have somebody else as a partner? Do you think you would have still been there?
Yeah, I mean, for that specific challenge, I'm not no shade wise. I love Ozzy to death.
Yeah,
Ozzy,
right. That's what I'm saying. 100%.
Ozzy's awesome. Ozzy was a great competitor. She did her thing in there while she was there too. She was in the elimination the first week and made it out of there. You know what I mean? And I think she proved a lot of people that like she actually had the heart and the drive to actually compete in something like this. Maybe she didn't prepare as much as she wanted to, but but she did her thing for what she did. She could do. You know what I mean? And she showed heart. She wasn't gonna quit, and so like that's something that I can definitely respect and love the hell out of her for. But for a swimming challenge and you can't really swim, I'm like, yeah, I definitely would have wanted somebody who had a better swimming background. But at the end of the day, I was proud of her for even finishing. You know what I mean? For getting through all of that. So um,
It looked very rough. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Jesus Christ. And yeah, you're right. I said this on my video about Ozzy that I felt like she proved me wrong because she really was going against the pain of this tail. I was just like, I respected her a lot after that particular, even though she didn't win. It was just the drive and the heart she was giving, and then you saw it. It wasn't like she wanted to quit or anything. Not like Enzo did, but anyway.
ex- exactly my point.
Sorry, that was tough.
Exactly. I'd rather been with Ozza, and you know what I'm saying. She did her best, and we lose, rather than go with somebody like Enzo and they quit, and that's how we lose. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, right,
nah,
right.
then it'd been problems. You feel me? There had been problems.
I feel like you and Tiffany had a really strong chemistry on screen. A lot of people said in a positive way.
Mhm.
I always felt like you two would have been good partners together because y'all would bring two different things to that situation. You had people talking and wondering what's going on, thinking you guys are flirting, not flirting. It would have been a strong chemistry. Y'all would have been like, I feel like another version of Tyson and Angela. I feel like because Angela dominated the game, even though she did some stupid stuff at the end herself too, like Enzo. But she dominated the entire game, and most of it was social, but most of it was her and Tyson made that first day thing. And when I saw you and Tiffany kind of, talking and everybody getting mad and flirting, I just always wonder what if. Did y'all ever have that conversation, or did you think about it after the fact that she was your partner, how far y'all could have made it together?
Yeah, no, Tiffany's actually like a great competitor too. I definitely like had talks of like working with her and stuff like that because obviously for me coming in the house, it was kind of a bad or like a it was a weird feeling with me and the people from my own show, especially with the cash stuff going on. Well, mainly because of the cash stuff going on. So the main person I really trusted in there was just Giovanni, and I just met Cashel. I didn't really know really anybody else on there. It's my first time meeting Justine or being around Justine like that long and Sally and all them. And so, yeah, the only person I really knew, like I was really cool with and I could really trust was Giovanni, and that was it. So when he left, I was like, yo, I gotta plant seeds in other shows and see like who I can, you know what I mean, like who I can really connect with, blah blah. And a lot of the guys from Big Brother, you know what I mean, X and Kylan, that was cool. But Tiffany, like that's the one I knew, like yeah, she was real cool. And so, um, yeah, man, I wish you would have had a longer time on there. We could have,
Um,
really,
the Love Island seemed to have an alliance. Well, everybody had an alliance within their group, like Love Island Survivor, whatever. But
right.
it seemed like you was kind of like I don't want to say alone, but not really with them. With them, like everybody was all clicked up, but you kind of was doing your thing. Was there? Am I wrong in saying that, or is that just something perception wise, or what?
Yeah, no, you weren't wrong. I was. I kind of felt like I felt most comfortable. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can really trust anybody because just because I wish people could see like how they were moving in there. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to work with them. I wanted to be like, yo, like this is what the game plan, or this is what's the game plan, or what should we do? Blah blah blah. Let's be TV like our show strong and all that stuff. And the way they're moving is kind of making it hard for not even just me, but even for like casual. And I was like, yo, like I don't, I don't know what to do.
Oh
So
wow.
at this point, it's like I gotta figure out other avenues and connect with other shows to at least like, you know what I mean, at least build like trust and confidence in other people, especially with people who are gonna win. You know what I mean, like Tyson and like Kylan and stuff like that. So yeah, so I had to venture out to other shows and get connections there.
You seem so chill, Cinco, and so asking you this, I'm just like, man, he just seems so laid back. On
Man,
all reality shows, I've been for a long time. There's always like mess and drama once the show films. It just always
come
been
on.
like that. The reunion, all that kind of crap. So, once I know when Tiffany left, it was a whole drama with her and Cache. Your name, you were talked about where you weren't like single said this, nothing like that. Okay. So for you, and because you're a man, most men don't want to get involved with that. Was that a hard position to be in? Because people probably wanted you to choose sides or asking you, "What did you think?" Da, da, da. And I was like wondering how does he feel about it? Because he's not saying anything out loud, but his name is being put in it. I've always
Yeah.
wondered that.
Yeah, no, that is a tough decision to be in. First off, yeah, I really ride with Tiffany, and I don't think she like deserved the BS that she got. So, but at the same time, that was a quarrel between two people that I didn't really feel like I should speak on. You know what I mean? Like, especially being a
100%.
man, like in something like that. You gotta respect people's boundaries, respect like who you are, respect your like discretion on things. And so I was like, yo, like I wanna, you know what I'm saying, like speak my truth, but at the same time, that's for somebody else. So these are two grown women, you know what I'm saying, and so they have to, you know what I'm saying, be grown and figure out what they got to do between each other at the same time too. Um, and so yeah, like I'm still cool with everybody. I have no bad blood, but I'm super chill. But at the same time, like the thing I have a problem with is like respect and honesty and telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like people love to, you know what I'm saying, get outside of these shows and flip the truth based on what people show, what they show on TV and what people see, and not the actual story and the whole story. So that's the one I'm like, yo, like that's not cool. You know what I mean? That's when I'm like, okay, I'm
Right,
chill,
right.
but that's not it. You know what I mean? I'm not a person to take disrespect and dishonesty about anything. You know what I mean? So but in that situation, yeah, it's kind of hard to be in. I feel like you between two people yelling at you. You know what I mean? You just like you just sitting there and just kind of take it. But I don't know. It's what it is. It's alright.
I think you handled it pretty well, honestly. I know
Appreciate
it's you, boo. Uh,
I appreciate
question
that.
that I wanted to ask is what do you think is next? Because you said you talked to the other shows or whatever. I mean, obviously you're in that circle. I know that because as a blogger, I mean, some of those circles of the challenge, as far as talking to cast members, I'm cool with. Now you're in that circle of the challenge, not just Love Island. Are there other things you want to do because they got the what me another champions? You got to qualify for that, but they have new stuff coming out. Are
Mhm.
you trying out for any of that or trying for like amazing race? Just different things.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to I'm trying to compete on anything. I feel like this last season, Challenge USA, I had so much fun. I enjoyed the experience. It was basically like almost everything I feel like is in my niche. You know what I'm saying? Being able to compete, you know what I'm saying? Doing things that challenges my body, like get me out of my comfort zone. You seen how I was in these heights. I damn sure wouldn't have done no something like that in real life or outside of the TV show. You know what I mean? So the challenge, like I definitely love being on the challenge. I honestly want to go to the MTV version though. I want to compete with, you know what I mean, the vets and stuff like that that's been on that show because those are the people I've seen like growing up and I've
Right,
watched
right.
and those are the people like I know of and have background of. I'm like, yo, like those are the people that I would go against and be like, yeah, like could you
Yes.
imagine being like, oh yeah, I beat CT in a physical challenge
Look.
in the challenge, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking my shit then. I'm like, yeah, that'd be dope. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So definitely would like to compete with them. Uh, but either way, I'm open to all the possibilities that come to me, and yeah, I'm definitely looking towards other shows and stuff too. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what God brings.
Well, besides that, well, before I ask you this, Sheena's in the chat and wanted to tell you. She said, "Hey, baby," to you. So I messed that up. So let me put that up there so you can see
Tell her I said, hey. Tell her I said, hey. We had a good time
it.
talking in chat last night. So
So as far as the new adventures, maybe reality TV, what else are you working on, or are you working on anything at this moment?
yeah, no, I'm working on my business, my personal training
Mm,
business.
mm.
I do have another. I have an app coming out, another app.
Ooh,
So you know, what I mean, gonna be moving things more online and stuff like that. Trying to broaden my horizons and reach out to more people. With that, I love doing personal training one on one because I just love seeing the progress of people like eye to eye and being able to physically be there and help them with things stuff like that. So now I'm trying to take myself and put it in online form and then pass it out to everybody. You know what I mean? So uh, yeah, I'm just trying to build my franchise in that. Build my business in that.
I might have to help you with that because there's some things I want to work on, and I'm pretty sure if you're that type of person that wants to see somebody like, oh, I helped them, then yeah, I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes. I used to be like, I wasn't a trainer, but it was like my lifestyle for a long time, and then I just stopped. So I want to, you kind of motivate me a little bit. So I think I'm talking behind the scenes, not
As you
online.
should. Definitely, definitely hit me.
Let's see,
Right.
let's see what's good. So something needs to
Definitely get
happen.
right.
I will tell you that. I need to do something. Anyway,
You're right. No, definitely holler at me. We'll definitely get right.
because it seems like you're very passionate about it. People's health right now is not in the greatest place, especially people of color. And we have an issue with, exercise and taking care of ourselves. My dad actually died of a massive heart attack at 55. So and so heart disease is really it's a touching thing to me. And also Alzheimer's, all of that is all linked to your health. So I'm getting of a certain age, and it just and when I heard you talk, it's just like what I need to do something, and
Yeah,
I love to motivate others because it's really important. We got to get together.
right. It's definitely important. It's definitely important, especially like you said in our community too. It's definitely something important, and I mean, a lot of people make excuses and like try to find reasons to not do it, and like yeah, like but look, our life is important. You know what I mean? So putting down like 30 minutes just to move around and getting our fitness right, so we can be able to live longer to be with our families, our kids. You know what I mean, and stuff like that is important, especially in our community. So definitely, it's definitely something I'm passionate about. So.
What made you even start with that? Was there something a health scare for you or a family member that made you really really want to do it?
No, it wasn't even really like health scares. It's just kind of just like a lifestyle thing that I got used to, just being an athlete. Athleticism, this is like when you play a sport, you spend more time training for the sport and all that more than actually playing it. You know what I mean? So you get used to a certain lifestyle. You see the benefits of living that lifestyle and stuff like that. And so, um, yeah, and so like I lived it, and then after I got done with football, I was kind of in a mental space of like, oh, yeah, I don't know what I want to do next. Like, I got my degree, I was working on my master's. And I'm like, yeah, but is this like really what I want to do? And you know what I mean? I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was damn near borderline depressed because football's over so soon. And yeah, me and my best friend, we got together, we started training, and started training at his garage. Honestly, started training at his
Wow.
garage, and yeah, from there now we got a gym out here in Sterling, a little warehouse. And, yeah, we're just building building our site. I mean, building our vision from there. So it wasn't nothing like super scary or super like shocking for me, traumatizing for me to get into this. It's just like doing it because it's like the lifestyles I got used to, and then trying to push this onto other people or trying to spread this knowledge to other people, and then seeing how it helps their lifestyles. Like that's what's that gratification for me. You know what I mean? So that's what got me into it.
But that's still a beautiful thing because it's almost like it was gifted upon you. It's something that needs to happen. People have really owed their lives to personal trainers because they had a scare of their own. So
Yeah,
you probably are saving a lot of lives. You know, it's a powerful thing. That's a tough thing to do, be in that lifestyle. And but you got, I always feel like with that type of lifestyle, you just got to find yours. Like people always think it's like always a diet. I always say I hate that word. I always choose lifestyle. You may
all
choose
right.
to change certain things, and maybe it is helping your health a certain way, and you like it how it is. It's a
Mm,
lifestyle change. You know, you look at it like a diet. That sounds like a chore or a job, and
right.
that's how it was so good at it back then, helping people. So when you was talking, I'm telling you, you got my mind. I said I ain't gonna try to get in
Yeah,
business again because that was rough.
you
I used to
should.
run 10 miles a day. I
Yeah,
ate under five. I forgot how many calories. I think I weighed a buck 20. But I was completely in shape, muscle, everything.
damn,
So, man,
damn.
I was solid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back in the day,
no,
that was like maybe 4 years ago. So I need to get back to that because that was my life. That was my life.
all right. You need help? Hit me. Definitely hit
Oh
me
no, I
up.
am. I'm gonna maybe we can try to do something where we can even talk about it online where it's a thing.
Yeah,
We can maybe, get other people,
right.
other women that want to do it.
Let's do that.
I really want
Definitely.
to do it. I'm serious. Good
I'm
collaboration.
serious too. I'm serious
Yeah,
too. Let's get right. Honestly.
people will see me doing it, and then they gonna ask me who and all of that. Then they're gonna make them want to do something. So
Exactly. Exactly. It's the spread of
I
that
love I
knowledge.
love
You
being
know
creative.
what
Oh my God, I've
Let's
enjoyed
do
this.
it.
See, I love having an interview where it's like I have questions and I'm not asking questions. We're just having a conversation, and those are the
Right.
best kind. Because
Like
I
you
want people
said
to feel
earlier,
like
the
they're comfortable.
vibes. The vibes. Like you said.
Yes, I want people to feel comfortable when they're here. Like I think Tiffany said, it's like so chill. Like I met somebody in my house or my somebody I know. That's how I want you to feel.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
so I hope I can maybe this is what I'm gonna say. I hope that we can collaborate in the future on something. You cool people. I will say I'm happy Tiffany connected us, and I appreciate you coming
Likewise.
on. Hopefully one day you come to my spaces again. We're talking
Mhm.
about especially with the new challenge coming up here, the new
Right.
rider dies, and maybe
That's
you
gonna
come
be
on.
dope.
You
That's
come
gonna
on
be
and
dope too.
be my guest on the spaces. We can do something.
Definitely. 'Cause I'm gonna be definitely keeping in touch with that show. I definitely gonna want Johnny on there, Olivia. Seeing a lot of the OGs come back on there, bananas back on the show. I'm definitely be catching up. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
man,
you can
I'll
commentary.
come in
Yeah,
and
you can
talk my
commentary
shit.
with me. You can come. You can do commentary with me. Come on.
Say that. I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. Say
All
that.
right. Oh Lord, well, I appreciate you coming by, baby. I appreciate you giving your time for me community reviews. For anybody who's watching, I did post his Instagram, and I will also have it in the description. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and go follow him. And we all gonna get fit around here, okay? But
Right.
with that,
Say that.
with that being said, this girl from the south, before I go, I tell you guys to be healthy, be good before I close the door. Because I actually close the door. Bye.